Let's talk uniforms because the Niners are breaking out a new alternate uniform. And to me, anytime an iconic franchise like the 49ers has a new uniform, it's kind of a big deal because their classics are just so perfect and beautiful. And now they're not messing it up. They're changing it. So we're old, and I'm curious to see how you feel about it. It's black, and they're black helmets. How do you feel about Week 18, the most important game of the season? They're wearing some new uniforms.
Well, I don't know. I mean, they're fine, but first of all, the black helmets I think look good, but the gold grill looks cheesy. I'd rather the better black helmets have black grill, a black helmet and a black grill. I think that's a better look than the black helmet and the gold grill. So they have the gold grill, so it really stands out. I don't like it as much. I'm not crazy about it. I mean, you can see the numbers better than their last edition of black uniforms, which were like black with red uniforms and no outline. So it was hard to see those numbers. These, you can see the numbers a little bit better. I do like the saloon font. I don't hate them, but now that I know what's on the line, I'd rather just, see them in what they wore last week. To me, what they wore last week is the best uni. That's the last time they won the Super Bowl. They were wearing the 94 throwback with the red top and the white classic bottoms. I think that's the sharpest look.
I'm superstitious. And you're on a 6-game winning streak. To me, you want to change as little as possible and all of a sudden throw in a whole new uniform. Imagine if you lose this game, you'll look at those uniforms and be like, I hate them. I'm never wearing those again. All I can think of when I look at this uniform is losing to the Seahawks with the number 1 seed on the line at home. Like, get away, burn them.
Right.
If they win, it's a different story.
I don't know if I ever told you this story. So we got invited. My wife had some friends through school, through the kids. Okay. I don't have a lot of friends through my kids, right? I don't do a lot of that. I have my friends. My wife has her friends. The kids have their friends. I don't try to group them all together. We get invited by my wife's friends to watch the Super Bowl at their house. I had huge money on It was Green Bay, Pittsburgh. I had huge money on Green Bay. And right before we're going over there, she's like, oh, by the way, they're huge Steelers fans. And I'm like, what? I go, honey, I got big money on Green Bay. She's like, but can you just pretend that you don't? And I'm like, I guess. So I go, you do realize the Steelers have never lost a Super Bowl. If they lose this game, we are never going to be invited back again. She's like, no, you'll be invited back. We'll be invited back. No. Sure enough, we know what happened. Aaron Rodgers beat Green Bay. My bet cashed.
Beat Steelers.
And we beat the Steelers. Steelers lose the Super Bowl. We have never seen those people again.
Well, you tried to tell her. Here's my problem with these uniforms, why I don't like them at all. You know what they remind me of? Remember 25 years ago, the XFL San Francisco Demons?
Yeah.
It looks like the San Francisco Demons uniform. It definitely looks like the San Francisco Demons helmet.
This is the XFL. Yes.
It looks like they should have He Hate Me on their team, man. I don't know. I'm not a big fan.
Well, I mean, I like it for I love it for preseason next year.
Thank you. It's a preseason jersey. Yes.
It's a preseason.
It's a preseason. I'm not a week 18 jersey. It's a playoff game, man. Take that.
Yeah.
Take that
off.
Once
they realized it was like a do or die game, you're still going to wear these. I mean, you realize, I hope everybody realizes with the Niners that for all the work and all the effort, it all comes down to who wins the game. If they win this game, those uniforms will be celebrated. If they lose this game, you may as well just put all those uniforms in a gigantic dumpster.
Did you hear Kyle yesterday? He was asked about the uniforms, and he was like, "Yeah, I haven't really thought about them much. I saw them at practice. They're fine. I really like the ones with the ones we wore last week with the white pants." He's like, "I really like the other ones." Like, yeah, me too.
I like the all whites that they used to wear in Seattle. The throwbacks, but the road throwbacks that are white and white. I think that's a good look. I'm okay
Yeah, that
with
is pretty
this.
good.
I just wish they had kept either the same color helmet or make the helmet like metallic if they wanted to change it, but like keep it the same color. Instead, you
I
got a
don't
black helmet.
understand
That's
the
weird.
desire to have an all black uniform. Like, you're not the Raiders. You're gonna look like the Bucks. Why,
Seriously.
or the Falcons? Like, why do you want that? It's not your color scheme.
I know.
You
And
gotta
we've
just
seen this. We've seen this across sports.
it's weird.
Duke, you're not. Duke has a black uniform.
It's like what?
UCLA has a black uniform.
It's
The
stupid.
Celtics have a black
Yeah.
uniform. Everybody's got a. Come on.
I don't like it. That's my spiel.
If
I'm
it's
sorry.
part of
I'm
your
turning
color
38.
scheme,
I'm allowed to.
if it's part of your color scheme, go for it. But if it's not part of
Yeah.
your color scheme, like the Giants, the San Francisco Giants can have an all black uniform. Why? Because they're orange and black.
Yeah.
Instead, they went and put together a purple uniform so they could look like they were, look like they were part-time workers at McDonald's or something.
I kind of like the purple. Like, it's one of those things that you're like, I shouldn't like that. I shouldn't like that. I'm like, I kind of like the purple. I don't know why. It brings out the 12-year-old in me. It makes me feel like I'm on, like they were being broadcast on Nickelodeon. Stefan says pass rush is overrated. Just score 40. They're not scoring 40 this week, though. I just don't think they're scoring 40 tomorrow.
Well, you know what's going to be really interesting? If the 49ers win the Super Bowl this year, what is Shanahan and Lynch going to say? They came here and told everybody that they wanted to build the biggest, baddest, most fearsome defensive line. Because
so it turns out that
win.
doesn't matter at all. We were wrong. It's just offense.
They went for Hargrave. They traded. They had this awesome line with Buckner. They never win it, and then they potentially win the Super Bowl in a year where they're dead
extremely
last.
expensive wide receivers and extremely expensive defensive linemen. Turns out you don't need either. Not at all.
Don't need either.
Aztec says Grant and Larry lobby for the 3-4 quality control. G. I don't really have a preference. I don't.
Well, it's like this. The NFL, by the way, the Seahawks run a 3-4, but DeMarcus Lawrence is an outside linebacker. He rushes the passer on every down. So I mean, it's like, do they really run a 3-4? It looks like a 4-3 to me. And when you look at it on this line of scrimmage on Saturday night, it looks like a 5-2. They got five. Yeah. It's a 5-man surface with 2 stacked backers. So I mean, it's all these 3-4.
I mean, that's sort of the Fangio defense, really. Alden Smith was a quote unquote outside linebacker, but he was basically just a 4-3 DN with a standing start on base downs.
Right. He's 275 pounds. It's a gigantic.
Yeah, he's not dropping into coverage. Brent says, Grant, what's your favorite Pokemon? Good question. Always been a Squirtle guy. Love Squirtle. Blastoise.
Did I ever tell you I'm driving through Walnut Creek one night picking up my kid, and all of a sudden I almost ran over 2 people walking, holding their phones in a parking lot. And I'm like, what are you doing, bro? They're like, oh, sorry, man, we're playing Pokemon.
I haven't played that. I've never played that. It must be fun, though, if you're going to die for it. Wow, Bullyard says, back in black, the Niners get the sacks. Let's go, Niners. Aztec says, should come out to ACD back in black. We in it. I bet they will.
I love back in black.
Partridge Mike says, Rashid Shaheed is a real threat and could be a difference maker. Thank you for bringing that up. It seems like I don't want to bring that up before we get to the prize picks and stuff. This is one of those games where, like, if Bill Belichick were the defensive coordinator, he would take away JSN, right? He would find a way to bracket JSN and make you beat him another way. Saleh doesn't really ever do stuff like that, but even if he did it, the Niners are going to have to worry about Rashid Shaheed. He's explosive. He got him week 2 when he was on the Saints, and again, they have no pass rush.
And not only that, he can get you 2 different ways because he can get you as a return guy.
That's true. That's true.
You asked the best question of the week. I wasn't there for this one, but I thought it was the best question of the week when you asked Saleh about, Demo's desire to travel. And I thought the answer that he gave, dude, was spectacular because he really just painted the picture of why when you're a zone-based defense, how problematic it is to do a defense where, one guy travels and it's not on him as much as it is everybody else. And then you're asking 3 or 4 guys to do things they're not comfortable or have been asked to do. So he kind of basically told you that they could go to it, but it sounds like it's the nuclear option. Like they're not going to it.
They better be prepared though. Cause I mean, like basically the short answer is like, well, if he shadows them and we play zone, he's just going to be in the flat anyway. So it's like, it doesn't really matter. But if we play man, then we got to put Upton Stout on the outside, and he can't play outside. Well, that's my problem with Upton Stout. I like Upton Stout. He's a good player, but he can only play one position. He kind of hurts your versatility. Like when they had Travarius Ward and Deommodore Lenoir, Wilkes could let Ward match up with guys like DK or Devontae Adams and have them shadow wherever they go because Lenoir was so versatile. He could play inside or outside. Upton Stout can only play inside. So that means that Lenoir can only play outside. So I feel like a lot of this is just Stout's limitations. And is he that much better than like Darrell Luter Jr. anyway? Maybe the answer is yes. Maybe it is. He's a
I
pretty good
kind of
player.
think that both Stout and Lenoir are both on a totally different level inside. Like I don't love Lenoir outside. I think Lenoir outside this year has been passable, but nothing more. I mean, he's not like he's been awesome. I mean, there's no way he's been like one of the best guys in the league or anything. He was great in the slot. He's very, very physical, but I kind of like Stout, there. And Stout, even though some of the numbers, some of the statistical breakdowns in the PFF make Stout look crappy, but you know what? Stout is not crappy. Stout is smart. He's tough. He's violent. Yes, they go at him because he's small and he's a rookie. But I think overall, I really like what he's brought to the table. I just think I think they need to invest in in corner in the draft. I mean, to be completely honest, because they're just down a few. They need a couple more good corners that can do more. And Luter seems a little uncomfortable. From time to time,
he can't play
against the run.
He can't play man coverage. But
he's not. He's giving up too much room. There's too much cushion there. But yeah, Shaheed. I mean, you have to force them to. You got to expect that they're going to JSN and then rally up to if they go to somebody else. Cup's older. Rashid's only been in this offense for a month. The rest of those guys are just guys. Bobo and Tariq Young, and Barner's really good. They're going to have to, but the other guy, the other tight end, the rookie from Miami, Arroyo's out. So, yeah, I mean, you're right. Belichick would find a way to like take away JSN.
Yeah.
And it's like, heck, the New York Giants found a way to take away Jerry Rice in the late 80s. Yeah. There should be a way to limit a team that has one receiver that's this dominant.
That's so when Saleh went on that long soliloquy, it was beautiful. But what I was thinking was like, all right, man, that's true. But like, if JSN's whooping your ass because you're just playing straight up defense, I bet you at halftime you're gonna make an adjustment. You're not gonna let him just torch Upton Stout all night if that's what's happening. And I want to point out real quick,
it would just be easier if they played more man. If they played more man, that sounds like it would be easier to let him travel with them. But because they play so much zone, that it doesn't sound like they're going to do that.
On third down, they play a little bit more man coverage. I wonder if they'll do it on that down. Keep in mind, Rashid Shaheed faced the Niners week 2 when he was with the Saints. He had 5 targets in that game for 4 catches, 52 yards, and a touchdown. I'm sure that's one of the reasons the Saints went and got him. They saw what he looked like against one of their divisional opponents. He's going to be involved in this game. He's coming off a concussion.